So we're going to go on to our second speaker, who is Yal Bano. She's from Afghanistan. She is the WDI representative from Afghanistan and has been on Feminist Question Time several times. So it's really fantastic to have Yal back again. She's going to give a report on update from Afghanistan, the situation. So welcome, Yal, and over to you.
Afghanistan remains the most serious women rights crisis in the world as the Taliban impose escalating policies of sex-based discrimination intended to erase women and girls from public life. Afghan women face several restrictions on their rights under the Taliban rule since August 2021. This includes number one, education. Over 1,457 days since the Taliban banned teenage from school, 897 days since the Taliban banned women from going to university. This makes Afghanistan the only country in the world with such a restriction on female education. Number two, employment. Women are systematically barred from most part of employment, including the private sector and public administration. There are also a restriction on the ability to work with NGOs and the UN. And based on reports in Afghanistan, the Taliban is tracking women leaving UN offices, following them home, and treating their father husband not to allow them to return to work. Number three, freedom of movement. Women are prohibited from traveling without a male guardian. This restricts their ability to travel for work, education, or even essential tasks like seeking health care. And number four, public participation. Women are systematically excluded from public life, including decision making and political participation. They are also banned from public space like parks or a gym. Number five, freedom of expression and speech. Women are restricted from speaking out and expressing their views. There are reports of women being detained for not complying with dress code regulation and other restrictions. Number six, access to health care. In Afghanistan, women are banned from seeing male doctors and from becoming doctors themselves. This isn't just operations, it is a death sentence wrapped in silence. Number seven, protection against gender-based violence. Protection for women and girls experiences sex-based violence and have been dismantled. This legal system that once provided avenue for justices, this is no longer accessible for women. And number eight, Afghan women are banned from burying their face and speaking in public. Now I want to talk what is the impact of the Taliban restriction on women's life. Uh, I wish I weren't girl. It is so awful. I hate that I was born a girl. We are valued less than animals who have more freedom than we do, says an Afghan girl living under the Taliban control. Number one, trauma and violences. Afghan women endure widespread domestic violence, forced marriage, uh, and legalize marital rape with no legal resource. Public punishment like flogging or stoning for moral crimes, like example, speaking to unrelated men, and still fair. UN Women reports note a sharp rise in gender-based violence, with 90% of Afghan women experiencing some form of abuse, contributing to traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, and depression. Number two, economic and social stress. Unemployment and poverty exacerbated by ban on women work, increase financial dependence on male relatives, often in abusive household, the loss of education and social participation, stripe women of purpose and community. With UN data estimating that 1.4 millions of girls are out of school, amplifying a feeling of worthlessness. Uh, Number three, every 2 hours, a woman dies during childbirth in Afghanistan because of no access to healthcare and midwife. Deeply concerned about the increasing of mortality rate among child and infant in the country. Please call for action to be open the school and university door for girls as soon as possible to prevent this crisis. Number four, a mental health problem and committed to society to flee from restriction, forced marriages, and all kind of violences that Afghan women are faces. Now in this section, I would like to talk what Afghan women are. What is the answer reaction of Afghan women to this all situation? Despite Afghan women are deprived of everything, they are the only thing they are allowed is breed. But Afghan women refuse to give up their right. Uh, make their voice heard. Call for solidarity. Afghan women are unstoppable. Afghan women are raising their voices by different ways to ask about their own rights. But Taliban arrest or kill them. But still, Afghan women are not silent or not get fear if the Taliban kill them or arrest them. Afghan women know that education is power, so they are learning in secret and share their situation around world for action. In this section, I would like to tell how you can help Afghan women. First step, raise awareness on situation of Afghan situation. Support campaigns about Afghan women rights. Advocate for international action against Taliban policies. Pressure your government to recognize the gender appetite in Afghanistan. Uh, and also, as the WDI Afghanistan have secret online school, and our students are busy with the school, and some of our students are busy in university with higher education. Please support them and please support women rights programs. Our students, based on the program we have for a school, our students are so happy that they see to the program as a hope, and they are growing the hope flower with education program, and they are more now happy when they have now access to online library. So please see WDI Afghanistan Twitter, Substack, and newly we have started TikTok, YouTube, just to share the voice of Afghanistan woman for action. And we are starting on July 2025 a program to help a single woman and widow. They are with children, which they don't have men to provide food for them. Please join us to help them in crisis. At the end, the brutality Afghan women endure under the Taliban rule is not just a national crisis. It is a stain on the conscience of the world. Girls as young as 10 are being stripped of education, women are being beaten in the street for the simple act of trying to live. Every day, their rights are crushed under the weight of a regime that sees their existing as a threat. And yet, the world watch silent indifference, complicit. So are the violence, we are the voice that once claimed the defend freedom of human right. Where is the outrage that should shake global institution in their core? Afghan women are not a statistic. They are our sister, our daughter, our future, and they are being erased in real life. We must not look away. We must not normalize this. We must speak, share, and act. Thank you so much for hearing me. Thank you so much for your supporting solidarity around with you all. We Afghan women are very strong. Thank you so much for listening.
Before we came on, Yal, you told me quite a very positive story about your situation and how you've used education to improve your situation, and but you're still really working for your sisters in Afghanistan. Can you share that with the audience, because it's so uplifting?
In Afghanistan, when I had the opportunity before Taliban took over, I studied school because I had the opportunity. I studied the school. In a school, I had A plus degree grade all 12 years. So after that, I went university and I started engineering faculty, electrical department. So I was only one girl in my class. The all was boys, but I was very strong to study hard. But finally, when I graduated at the end of 2019, I graduated. So I just started to work as an internship, but everything and everything get end when the Taliban came to power and took control, because I was all the time home and I lost all my right that I have before, and I was crying with depression and sick like these things. But uh, because I started to raise my voice for Afghan women and share the voice of Afghan women, my pain, other woman pain, what is going on for us. I just started to do that. So Taliban I received several warning from Taliban. So by help of my professor, university professor, they helped me to come to another country, to a safe country. So when I come in here, at the first I was like a homesick. I just had no idea what should I do. So then when I thought, I just started to finally find my way. And so I used from the all situation, from the all opportunities. I studied so hard. To I can tell I studied the 5 years of university in just 4 months to get a job, and I become successful to start a job as an electrical engineer. In Afghanistan, I was internship. In here I am also like as an internship, but I did like I started as an internship in here also. So when I had the interview, the my boss said we are very impressed, and we had no idea how, like, from a war country a woman can be very like very like intelligent. He said like this, but. By time when I continued my work in the place, then I informed the information that my diploma is not same like U.S. Like from like the country I'm living. That's not international diploma. That's not acceptable. So I studied very hard, And most of you will know that there is an exam by the name of fundamental engineering exam, FE exam. That is very hard exam, and that's not easy. But I just started too much, despite I am working during the but during night I am helping Afghan students with their classes, or I'm in classes to control who is attending in class. Despite of that all, I made time for myself to study, and I not gave up. So I just went to have FE exam, and finally I passed my exam, and now my diploma is just approved, and that is acceptable like international diploma. It means I can say I am graduated from international university, not like from Afghanistan, war country. So based on that, when I approved, the place I am working, they just said you have ability, and so they just changed my salary based on the country level. So which is nice. But still, when I see this whole opportunity, when I started learning driving, in Afghanistan I had no opportunity to do driving, but in here I'm still practicing driving. But this is like something very wonderful things for me, like it means I'm still practicing driving for 1 year. But based on a study, I just had like 4 months, 6 months study. I just passed the very hard exam, FE exam. So I'm so happy. So based on that, when I'm thinking I have the opportunity, I'm not anymore like in whom I'm not. I have all freedom, so I'm thinking to help more and more for women, especially with education. I want to help every students with education, and hopefully, and they will know that education one day will rescue them from bad situation, and finally they will have real smile and very nice life. That's why I just say I want to continue to more to work for women, for Afghan girls, to just it is no matter if they are inside whom they can be powerful, and finally they will see the answer. And education is all the time powerful. I say this all the time, and this is my story. Thank you so much for listening.